Fox 21 News at 9 starts now.
Drama in District 2. Tonight we take an in-depth look at both sides of the issue. Good evening, everyone. I'm Rachel Welty.
And I'm Nikki Wire. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Tonight we're putting this issue on the balance bar, giving both sides equal coverage. Here are the facts on this story. Harrison School District 2 has been seeing some pushback from students and parents. 2 weeks ago, about 100 students walked out of Sierra High School protesting changes implemented by Superintendent Mike Miles. A heated board meeting was held later that night. Fox 21's Abby Burke sat down with Miles today to find out what changes have taken place. She joins us now with tonight's first part of our balance bar coverage. Abby?
Nikki, Mike Miles says he's confused by the recent protests, adding that the school district hasn't really made any big changes. He says demanding high-quality instruction and raising the level of rigor for students is nothing new at Harrison.
Usually when there's a lot of screaming and yelling, there's a lot of misinformation.
Harrison School District 2 Superintendent Mike Miles says it's business as usual in the district.
We've been raising the level of rigor for our students for 6 years, or this is the 6th year that we've been doing this. And we've been looking for high-quality instruction and more critical thinking in our classrooms. So this is nothing new.
Miles says the district is working on a 5-year plan called Destination 2016. It includes goals of a 90% on-time graduation rate and 70% of graduating students considered college and career ready.
A diploma is not enough anymore. The diploma has to be matched with skills, critical thinking skills, economics skills, math and science reasoning skills.
Miles says meeting those goals is no easy task, and both students and teachers need to step it up.
It is very clear in our profession that the teacher makes the difference, and a great teacher will help kids even who are behind, and those who are not get kids further behind. So it is important for every kid at every grade to have a great teacher.
District 2 implemented a pay-for-performance plan last year, which ties teachers' evaluations to student performance.
Half of their evaluation is based on performance. Classroom instruction is the main part of that, and then half is based on student achievement.
Miles says he doesn't expect teachers to be perfect, but he does expect them to improve year after year. And as long as teachers are progressing, they have no reason to be worried.
Our kids in Harrison need effective teachers. Now, we don't expect a first-year, second, and even a third-year teachers to be effective. We set a pretty high bar for that. But over time, you cannot stay in Harrison several years and not be effective.
He says it's about what's best for the students, and despite a few upset folks, a majority of the community is behind him.
When you have change and higher expectations, some people don't want those higher expectations, and that's okay. That's their right. But I don't want to paint the entire community that way, and I don't think they speak for the entire community.
A community survey conducted in April shows that 87% of those surveyed believe it's extremely important for a child to attend college or a trade school, and that 34% of those who were familiar with the district were extremely satisfied with the direction of Harrison, compared to only 4% who said they were not satisfied at all. Rachel Welty spoke with some of those who say they are dissatisfied with the district, and she joins us now with their side of the balance bar. Rachel?
Yeah, interesting stuff. Thank you, Abby. I spoke with several students and a former teacher today about what's going on in the district. They say while they disagree with many of the changes, what's more concerning to them is the way Superintendent Miles and the district are treating students and teachers.
Not confused or misinformed. They say they know what's going on in their school and district because they're seeing the changes firsthand.
Yeah, what he's doing, that's great for our district because we haven't had the best scores. We're not like, you don't hear great things about Sierra or Harrison.
So why then are these and so many other students upset?
It's like they're playing Survivor, who's going to get voted off next.
They say it's simple. They don't like the way Superintendent Miles and the district are going about their business.
Communicate with people, actually have like sit down in conversation and not have them like fearing for their job, not have a condescending tone with people.
Trevor says he and his fellow students walked out 2 weeks ago in defense of their teachers, who he says are leaving because of the constant pressure.
They say that they love us, but they just can't do it anymore. They're tired of having to fear for their job.
A lot of issues.
Former Sierra High School English teacher Jennifer Young says that's why she voluntarily left earlier this month. She says she was always under the microscope.
I was observed every day in my classroom, and I would either get no feedback from those observations or I would get very harsh negative feedback.
Jennifer says she didn't feel like a professional, but rather another student. She says she didn't have the district's support when she needed it.
It's management by fear. It's a lot of panic and frenzy there among the staff. It's an overwhelming situation.
Jennifer agrees changes do need to be made, but like her former student, she feels Superintendent Miles would accomplish more if he mentored and coached his staff.
The only interaction I had with any administrators were one in that it was take an inventory of me. You didn't do this, 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 this. Okay, and you need to do this, 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 and this. And if you don't...
And it's that lack of interaction these students say is creating an uncomfortable environment for everyone that's unconducive to learning.
If he could do it any other way than what he's doing right now, it'd be fantastic. And he wouldn't have students walking out. He wouldn't have teachers fearing for their jobs. He wouldn't have them playing Survivor. He would want teachers coming in.
Now, for more on both sides of this story, you can log on to our website, coloradoconnection.com, and click on the Balance Bar Harrison School District 2 story.